When I hear news like this, it's like it was only a matter of time something like this happens. I predicted it from the start. I told the whole world, I told all South Africans that this thing of you guys marching against foreigners will only come back to haunt you, will only come back to destroy your own businesses. Because when foreigners' businesses are being shut down, your businesses will be shut down too. Look now, street vendors were not able to continue selling because their businesses were suspended to sell in high school, in primary school, outside the schools to the children. Now they're demanding the government to compensate them for all those days where they were not working because they couldn't make money. They see now it's going to December and they were being misled by these political liars to do these things. They didn't get paid. Don't believe me? Listen to this.
Solidarity with the vendors. They're marching to the Gauteng Department of Education offices today to demand that it compensate affected vendors for the average income they would have earned the average income that they would have earned and the average income that they lost during the time that they were banned. And Lumka Bekindawa joins us from the Johannesburg Library Gardens, where they are marching to make their demands heard and known. Lumka, just share with us again this aspect of the story, because it was after the deaths of those children, the food poisoning incidents that we saw variously across different locations. This was one of the actions that were called for by the Department of Education to limit the risk to children, but it has had a major impact on their livelihoods.
A very good morning to you, Imanda, and the viewers at home. We are here at the Johannesburg Library Gardens, where the street vendors are preparing for their march to the offices of the Department of Education here in Gauteng, where they will demand that all the street vendors that are currently suspended from selling in schools next year are allowed to go back in schools and continue selling. But now let's quickly bring in Musa Mbewe, who is one of the organizers of this march. Musa, thank you so much for your time. What are the demands that you want the Department of Education to do?
Firstly, we have realized, the South Africans, that our president is the president in Africa, not of South Africa. So as a result of that, we came together as South Africans and we said, regardless of our political T-shirts, we're going to to unite and for the common purpose of making sure that we advocate for ourselves, because never again should we be continuing to vote and wait for something to happen that has not happened 30 years ago. The vendors have not killed anybody. These are people that raised us up. We have never had any of the death that has been recorded because of the work that they are doing. They decided to not be dependent on the 350 and to wake up and use what they've got. And now the government unlawfully decided to just spend them without any compensation, without caring of the number of people in their household that they're taking care of. So we are here to demand that they all be taken back. Every transaction and process that needs to be done into making sure that they comply, the very same government is supposed to make sure, because if we are talking of township economy, which should belong to the people of our township, these vendors are people of our township. They should be the beneficiaries of that. And because they already have been doing this, it is easy for the government that is caring to make sure that they empower these ones, because they already have the know-how. They just need to be equipped. They now want all the documentation from the monies that they do not have. They're supposed to move from one office to the other. We demand that the department make sure that all the municipality and all the departments that are required for them to comply are put in one space closer to where they are and help them. The documents that are written for them are in the language that they won't even understand because it's complicated. Not all of our mothers have been to school. Not all of them will be able to do that. Some of them are already complying, but the very same government is not standardizing. They go back and say, here are our documents. We have done everything that has been required for us to do, and the school will say the department has not communicated, because they are treated as I don't know, we are at the bottom of everything in the list that says you are a South African, you must be taken care of. So no one understands, no one accounts. Every everyone is just saying whatever they want because they're not affected. I'm actually wondering, where is this government and where is our president really living, where he doesn't know the reality of the people that he really serves? It shocked me yesterday when I saw somebody from ANC saying that the government Ramaphosa, so the President Ramaphosa must step down. We are actually saying that because we are doing these things because there's no monitoring and nothing. So we want the compensation of the 2 weeks that they stopped them without caring. It's festive season right now. They don't have bread. They don't even know what is going to be happening. So we want all those things to be done immediately. We want an answer in 7 days because by the time the schools are opening, we want to avoid the stampede that is going to be happening when they're all pushing because now they are really starving and there is nothing that says, okay, we're going to look at what we're doing. As South Africans, we're going to stand up for ourselves. And we want the government to know that you are a president. It means you preside over the people. Those are not the people that you have, it's not a vision that you have given to yourself. But these are people that came and you must take our mandate to the people or to whoever it is. You don't come to us and tell us what you think all by yourself. We are tired of everything that has been happening. These vendors are our mothers. These vendors are business people and they should be treated like such with respect and love. And we demand the answer as soon as in yesterday.
All right, Musa, do you think all these street vendors have registered their businesses?
They did not register because it has been happening. They've been serving like that all along. But the registration came because of the people, the children who were dying, and the people who are known or notorious of selling poison are still operating. Unfortunately so, because ours cannot fight and they are there. Whose responsibility it is? Because if there is monitoring that is happening there, those vendors wouldn't have been there even the 30 years or even before. But no one is doing their job. All of a sudden, they want to look as if they are complying, but by making sure that they're oppressing South Africans and no one else in our country. We can't be treated as visitors. And when our parents, because these are our parents, today we are standing here because Imadala Makota and Alama Kunyalawa has made us to be what we are. They deserve respect more than anything else.
Thank you so much, Musa, for your time. Iman, that's Musa, one of the organizers of this march. We are still waiting for other street vendors that are going to come here. Maybe in the next hour we'll have more update on that.
I don't even feel sympathetic about this at this point because I called it out long time ago. If you remember, you will know I called it out that it's only a matter of time our own South Africans start complaining that their businesses are also being affected by these 21 days because majority of them, their businesses are not registered. You thought I was lying. You thought, I don't know what I'm talking about. Me, I live in reality. Me, I don't live in lies. I don't live in the internet. I live with real people in real life, having real conversations with real people. That's why I get to speak real, honest things. These things are happening there. Our own South Africans, they don't have papers. Our own South Africans, they were not making money because when the sponsor shops of foreigners were shut down, even theirs were shut down. The street vendors, they were chased from schools because, hey, kids are dying. We also don't trust you, South African street vendors. Close your things. Close them. Don't come to school and sell to kids. We don't trust you. That's what happened to them. I told you, you didn't believe me. Look now, they're crying. Hey, want money. Want money for what? We told you us didn't listen. We didn't listen. Me, I don't feel any sympathy when it comes to this. I called it long time ago. I knew this was going to happen. You know, sometimes some of us are gifted with the art of predicting the future based on the current affairs. We can predict how people can behave, how certain events will turn out to be. Some of us are gifted with that. Of course, not everyone has that gift. I agree. But some of us do have it and we can see the future. But it is what it is. Hopefully one day you'll understand. Thank you very much.